Monday, September 22nd. It's National White Chocolate Day. Why's it got to be white chocolate? Because that's a nickname you get when you're the only white kid in an all black neighborhood. You get several nicknames. White chocolate. This white chocolate. Other words I can't say. And Wonder Bread and Shadow. Shadow was the ironic one. They would call me Shadow, but I would be like the reverse shadow of their darknesses. I was the whiteness to their darknesses. But white chocolate, I got called that one a couple of times. Someone is telling me recently that white chocolate ain't chocolate. It's got the name chocolate, but the ingredients are therefore not as chocolatey and delicious and good. I don't partake in the chocolates very much, but you got some flavors. You got your dark, and then you got your normal chocolate, and then you got your white chocolate. So, do I have a favorite? I'm not a sugar racist, which sounds like a rapper name, Sugar Racist. I like the whites. I like the darks. I like the browns. I like the lights. I like chocolate. I don't care what kind of chocolate you give me. I'd like to have some nuts in my chocolate. That's always nice. Occasionally a raisin in your chocolate. That's a fun surprise. A raisin and a nut. That's when you're really knocking it out of the ballpark. But any day is a good day with a Toblerone, which, by the way, not white chocolate. Get yourself some white chocolate on Monday, September 22nd. National White Chocolate Day. Moving on. I am so parched. So parched. Tuesday, September 23rd. It's National Great American Pot Pie Day. Or too many words to say pot pie. Because as an American tradition, I believe we own pot pie. As American as apple pie, they say, but I believe we invented the pot pie. I instantly realize we did not invent the pot pie. The pot pie was invented before America was a thing. I like to believe we invented the pot pie. And, a 69-cent Maria calendar probably doesn't exist anymore, thinking about that. I'm having a lot of these thoughts immediately as I say them. But this is National Great American Pot Pie Day. So we're going to celebrate what is truly an American pot pie, because it says American pot pie. And if you make it in America, it's got to be an American pot pie. Here's my challenge to you. I challenged my in-home chef with this, and she pulled it off. And it was amazing. Pot shepherd's pie. It's a pot pie, but it's also a shepherd's pie. It's a pot shepherd's pie. It's an amalgamation of two things I love. Shepherd's pie. I love some shepherd's pie. And pot pie. I love pot pie. And a shepherd's pie. And she put those two things together and made a shepherd's pot pie. Hey, my betrothed, can we celebrate Tuesday, September 23rd together with a National Great American Shepherd's Pot Pie? Please? That would be nice. Moving on. And I go to Pennsylvania has weird pot pie. It's more like soup. Mother-in-law made some last night. No, it's not. It can't be a pot pie and be a soup. Pot pie is Harry and David pillow dough crust. Okay. Always with the interesting commentary. I appreciate. I just have to read your commentary in between because it does tend to distract me. Here we go. Wednesday, September 24th. It's National Horchata Day, which confuses me, and I think confuses any horchata connoisseurs. Any fan of horchata is probably wondering why in the world would they have National Horchata Day in September? Traditionally, correct me if I'm wrong, this is a thing your cheap Puerto Rican friends make around Christmas as gifts. They don't make it all year, and then around Christmas, they'll make up some bottles and they'll give it away at Christmas as your Christmas gift that cost them 40 cents to make. Hey, here's a horchata. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the horchata. I'll put it in the refrigerator where it will stay for a very long time until it is no longer healthy to drink. I don't know why they put National Horchata Day on Wednesday, September 24th, but if you can find some, have yourself some. Remember, it's best with cinnamon. Moving on to the comments. Have to get it from a Puerto Rican in a weird bottle. Yes, that is true. The soup is actually batbay. What are you, Tagalog now? You speaking Tagalog, batbay? The batbay. This will be a fun one. Thursday, September 25th. It's National One Hit Wonder Day. I want you to think about this for 2 seconds. We'll engage the audience that is only but a few. What is your favorite one-hit wonder? I have mine. It's in my head. It's playing in my brain right now, but I can't think of the name of the group or the song. Fine Young Cannibals, I'm thinking. Fine Young Cannibals is the name of the group that sings the song. That might not be it. A Cult of Personality. I think it's by the Fine Young Cannibals. They were a one-hit wonder, but it was a really good song. And if I had to guess what my favorite one-hit wonder was, I would say Cult of Personality by the Fine Young Cannibals. And if any of that is wrong, so be it. Looking Glass Brandy. I don't know if that's an answer to the one-hit wonder question. or no. I don't know if no is an answer. You told me Jessica was in the room. Why is she not participating? Is she just waiting for the question section? Anyway, back, I don't know if I wrapped that up. I'll say this to wrap it up. Anyway, try to remember your favorite national one-hit wonder on September 25th, National One-Hit Wonder Day. A cult of personality, a cult of personality, a cult of personality. You're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. That's just Brandy. Not Looking Glass Brandy. I thought it was just Brandy. Brandy, you're a fine girl. You're a fine girl. Yes, the sailor who is trying to steal them. It's not the Fine Young Cannibals. Then who sings it? Quickly, you must answer while we move on. Friday, September 26th. It's National Situational Awareness Day. I rarely find a national day of the week I disagree with. I've never found a national day of the week I disagree with as much as I disagree with this one. Okay? Because situational awareness is every minute of every hour of every day. Everything you do involves situational awareness. You cannot wait for the one day of the year for National Situational Awareness Day, or you will be dead. You have to be situationally aware of everything you do. Maybe on Friday, September 26th, it's a good time to remember that situational awareness is a thing you do day. Day. Robert has finally decided to join us. It was in living color. Okay, thank you. I don't remember what Fine Young Cannibals did, but I think they were also a one-hit wonder. And he's pretty insistent on Looking Glass is the band, you dolt. Yeah. I don't think calling me names is a nice thing to do. I will accept your apology, because that's not what we do, sir. I don't insult you. And if I have, I shouldn't have. Yes, here we go. Robert, you missed out on most of the national days of the week, but the one that we're discussing the most right now is National One Hit Wonder Day, which is Thursday, September 25th. And the question, she drives me crazy. Yes, Fine Young Cannibals. That was also a one-hit wonder. Robert, again, National One Hit Wonder Day is Thursday, September 25th, and we're curious as to what is your favorite one-hit wonder. I went with Brain Freeze. I went with Brain Freeze. The dude looked just like you, okay? Even my wife agreed that looked like you. Milli Vanilli, funny. Moving on to September 27th. It's National Corn Beef Hash Day. Now, look, I don't know what you do on a Saturday morning for breakfast, but I do not have other obligations. My Saturday mornings for breakfast are free. I can go to the House of Waffles, to the Barrel of Crackers. I can go to any of the fine diners in my local area. Squeaky Wheel, as an example. The Squeaky Wheel is a great diner right next to the rail yard, hence the squeaky rail. Ha ha ha. And get me, I cannot be trusted with corned beef hash. I can't. Corned beef hash usually comes in a can that is about 1 pound. And you open the can and you put that in a skillet and you get that thing going. And then you taste it to make sure it's okay, you know. And then you taste a little bit more to make sure it's okay. And then you taste a little bit more, make sure it's okay. And before you know it, you barely have enough left to use for your breakfast. I can't be trusted with corned beef hash is what I'm saying. But Saturday morning, the 27th of September, I'm going to find a way to get some corned beef hash in my belly. I think all the places here have corned beef hash. I'm pretty sure. Corn hash. Ha ha. Get your head out of the gutter, loser. Not calling you a loser, but you said something earlier, so I was responding. And James, that was Mexican, did look like you. Do you ever show Jessica the picture I sent you that looks like you? Oh, community standards just popped up. Who's getting us in trouble? I'm so dry. Hold on. Sunday, September 28th. Oh my God, where did the month go? Sunday, September 28th, it's National Drink Beer Day. Or as I call it, Day. I do not drink beer excessively, but it's not above me to have a beer a day. And I do have like a beer, maybe two. If I'm at the club, I'll have 2 beers because I'm going to be there for a long time. I'll have a beer and water, and then when those are gone, I'll have another beer and another water. And when I'm at the casino, or the adult arcade as I like to refer to it, I will have a beer and then another beer, and then I will run out of money and I will leave. Occasionally when I'm editing or something like that, instead of having water, I have a beer fridge that's full of beer and no one visits me. So I have to drink it myself. So I just grab one and I come. And every Friday, I've got people donating beer to the Warno, so I get to try those beers. So yeah, I'm probably a one beer a day kind of person, but not every day. I don't think I have beer on Mondays. Really, no reason. Oh, no, because I'm editing the show on a Monday. It's possible I could be having a beer, but one or two beers a day I don't think is bad. But I don't normally. Oh, I do drink beer on Sunday because I'm usually at the adult arcade. So I need to go to the adult arcade to celebrate National Drink Beer Day, Sunday, September 28th. And that is all of your national days of the week.